Hello and welcome to this Python tutorial about working with images. I'm going to talk about a module called Pillow. At the top of the screen here, you see some import statements for that module. If you haven't already, you can install the Pillow module with pip 3.12 install Pillow. If you have it installed, you should see something like this in the terminal. And I imported the Pillow module as well as some extra classes. Image is a class as well as image draw. So let's make an instance of the image class. You would think that you could just write image, but it turns out you need to actually use this new and pass in two variables, mode and size. So the mode is related to pixels. I'm going to choose RGB, and the size is defined by a width and a height. So I'm actually going to say width and height. So that's the width and height of the image. I can choose some arbitrary numbers here like 500 and 1000. Okay, so what can we do with this image instance? We can save it and we can make a thumbnail. Let's first try to save the image as test.png. I'm going to delete this file because I was testing these functions before I started recording. Okay, so I'm going to run, and you can try to predict what will happen when I run the file. So a test.png file appeared, and we get something that has a width of 500 and a height of 1000. Now I can actually make this smaller with the thumbnail function. I'm going to delete the image that was saved. So actually, starting over, I'm going to call the thumbnail function and use smaller numbers like 90. And then I can save the image instance, call it test again for simplicity. And I'm going to run the script, and hopefully the aspect ratio is preserved, and it is. The background is black, which might not be preferred. So another thing we can do is change the background color of the image. We can do that in several ways. One way is with the image draw class. So let's make an instance of the image draw class. I'm going to remove this code and say draw instance equals image draw, and we want to draw on this image. So let's do that. And it might be better to call this a drawing manager because it's kind of managing the image or the instance. Okay, so how do we change the background color? We can call this function called rectangle. So drawing manager dot rectangle And now we just need to pass in some coordinates, 0, 0. I'm going to use these variables, width and height. Width, height, and now I can specify the color that I want to fill the image with, which is white. Hopefully this works as expected. I won't see anything unless I actually save the image. So I'm going to delete the image so that we start from scratch and say drawing manager dot save, and then again test.png, and we should see a large white image. Oops, I need to say image.save. Not saving the drawing manager, I'm saving the image. Okay. So there we have a white rectangle. And so in this tutorial, we learned how to use several functions of the image class like save and thumbnail, and then we used the rectangle function of the image draw class to fill the image with white. I hope this tutorial helped you out, and see you in the next video.